Hello everyone, it's your boy VKgaming, and today we're going to be playing some Kerbal space program again. We're going to continue on our Eve, or on the road to Eve playthrough. And today we're going to get into orbit. In this episode, we're going to get into orbit. That's what we're going to do. So I have this design for Valentina Kerman to be the first Kerman and the first woman as well to go into space and to safely return. Like that's our goal for this episode, is to get her into space and get her back safely. We added some science parts. I think I have the thermometer as well, which I got from the science. Yeah, there we go. So we have the thermometer, we have the science junior, and we have the materials, the mystery goo thing. This is called the materials bay, right? The science junior materials bay. Alright, so let's try with this setup. We have these thumper boosters, which will detach in pairs. So they will, all four of them will detach at the same time. And when all four of them detach, we have this smaller solid booster, which will launch us hopefully to enough speed to get past the thicker parts of the atmosphere, so that we have this liquid fuel engine that has better vectoring as well, so we can turn better and we can also get into orbit. So let's see how that works. Make sure that we have the right crew. Sorry Jebediah, not you yet. We're gonna use you in another mission. Here we go. So I'm excited. I'm gonna see how this goes. So I have the orbital characteristics here, so I have a little bit of an idea how well we're doing. We're going to push over a tiny bit to the side as we're launching, and we're going to... You ready, Valentina? Of course she's ready. She's always ready. I'm going to push a tiny bit to the side, ever so slightly, not too much, just a few degrees, like 2 or 3 degrees, not even 5, and just a tiny bit. So we're going sideways as well. Like that's all we want. We just want to be able to go sideways enough that we still have control, so we should still have... We shouldn't be flipping over because of how sideways we're pushing through the atmosphere, or, you know, flipping the other way maybe. But we should be going sideways as much as possible before we get up to height. So let's see where we're at. We're at 40 kilometers already, and we're almost... I think we might be able to pass 1 kilometer per second. Yeah. There we go, 1 kilometer per second before we even detach these boosters. That's really good. So we're gonna detach these and keep turning a little bit more, because we have a pretty high apoaps already. Alright, so what we're trying to do now is we're just trying to get as much altitude as possible, as much future altitude as possible. So we're up to 150 kilometers, and we push through the heaviest parts of the atmosphere, so there's nothing really holding us back anymore aerodynamically. All we need to do now is we need to detach this. I'm gonna stop this immediately. Ooh. There we go. What we're going to need to do now is we're going to trade this altitude that we've gained at the highest point in our orbit. We're going to trade that for speed laterally. So how much fuel do I have? I have 270. Let's say that I use half of it now to push down. So you see I'm pushing down my altitude at my highest point, at my apoaps. And I'm pushing that altitude down to trade for more speed. You can see this is the highest point before you fall back down, and it's decreasing. But at the same time, we're increasing in... Actually, we're not increasing in speed right now because we're pushing downwards, and we're also... There we go. Now we're increasing in speed. It's because we were too close, and the gravitational effect was overcoming the sideways push that we were giving. But you can see the better that we're doing, the higher that we're going. We're still decreasing this. We're still decreasing our apoaps, but we're also increasing our lateral velocity. So we're going to stop at about 145. There we go, that's what we're going to do. We should have about a little bit less than half of our fuel left, and that should be enough to get us up completely into orbit. We're going to warp there to the highest point. Alright, here we go. So we're going to push everything we've got, and hopefully it should be enough. It's definitely going to be close. Like either way, it's going to be close. If you look at how much we still have, oh, is it gonna get... Yeah, it's definitely gonna get positive. I need to be able to fall back, so I'm gonna slow down. See, oh, only 6 units. This is cutting it very close. So we need to get above 70 kilometers or so, and that's when we'll be in orbit. There we go. So now we're completely in orbit. Our lowest point of our orbit. So if I focus on Kerbal, we can see that. So our lowest point is 71 kilometers up, and our highest point is 147 kilometers up. Congratulations, Valentina, you are the first Kerbal in space, and hopefully we'll be able to get back safely. So look at that beautiful, with the moon in the background, and the beautiful landscapes of Kerbal. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna burn everything we have slowly. There we go. So where are we at? 36 kilometers. That's good. That's good. So we have almost no fuel. There we go. So our final approach will be 33.4 kilometers. Let's see if she can get any more. We're probably just above water. Yeah, we're just above water. So we're just gonna wait until this happens. We're gonna detach this, so we have our heat shield. We're not gonna jettison it. That's not very smart. We're almost entering the atmosphere. Right, and we need to be ready. It's gonna probably take a long time. So if I look at this, yeah, so it's another 6 minutes until our lowest point. It's gonna be a very slow, very controlled descent. It's definitely nothing like actual real-life re-entries would be like, but it's our first time, and you know, they're still learning, the Kermans. There we go. Now we're starting to actually slow down a little bit. We're still at the same, you know, our vertical speed is staying the same. We passed our lowest point, right? We've passed that, and we can see our highest point now. If we were to go through the surface, which obviously we're gonna land, would be about 40 kilometers up. So, which is good. We're definitely gonna land, but we might. No, actually, we're probably gonna land overland. That's good. We might get the highlands science, or the grassland science at least. Alright, now we're starting to feel the drag of the atmosphere. We're under 30 kilometers. We're about to hit that very thick region of atmosphere here. And Valentina can feel it as well. She's kind of, you know, she's smiling, but really she's also kind of concerned, you know, this is taking a long time. I want snacks, you know. Why do I not have any? Why didn't I bring any snacks? You know, that's true. That's maybe something that we need to do in the future. Bring some snacks on a journey to space. Yeah, right. So now we're definitely slowing down. 1,500 meters per second, 1.5 kilometers per second. We're under 20 kilometers up, and we're about to hit the very, very thick parts of the atmosphere. And this is might be where it gets a little bit rough, because the direction that the capsule will want to point won't be the heat shield, where it will catch the brunt of the force, but it will be the side it will try to flip over. There we go, the bus is doing pretty good. So we're at 900, 800 meters per second. We're actually doing pretty good. There we go, and now we can kind of shimmy back and forth to bleed off even more speed quickly. This is going to be an amazing landing. There we go, yeah. We've passed the dangerous part, so we're going to jettison the heat shield. There we go, that's a lot of weight that we've just lost. And now we've only got to wait for the right time to deploy our parachute. So we're going to dive through, get to about 4 kilometers up or so. Actually, this might be pretty high. I'm going to, just to be safe, I'm going to deploy the parachutes already. There we go, slowing down to a very sedate pace. I mean, I wouldn't want to crash a car with at this pace or anything. You know, this is still 360 kilometers per hour. Still pretty fast. But we're doing good though. Yeah, I think this might be the highlands that we're going to land in. So it's going to be a bunch of science for us again. Let's see. Can we do this? Can we do the temperature of the highlands? There we go. So we got the temperature above highlands. Your crew aboard above highlands? Yeah, we can. Alright, and I'm not sure if she can get out and hang on. So I've quick saved. I should be able to get back. I think she should. Yeah, there we go. She can hang on. She can do it from flying above the highlands. And I can do this one as well from highlands while flying at Kerbal. Also, I have to wait until I'm at the ground probably. What was this? Oh, it was 5.5 science. Let's reset the experiment. Do it again. How much do I get for this? Flying at Kerbal, 17.5. There we go. That's a lot of science. Alright, close these doors. Close this as well. And I need to do the mystery goo containment unit. Still, look at that. Look at that. Valentina Kerman. First Kerbal in space for this series. And we're definitely on our way, on the road to Eve. Oh, we're gonna tumble over. Hopefully stay still there. Yeah? Okay, good. Good that we've got some control here. Alright, observe the mystery goo. 3 science. That's only marginally better than the 2.2 or something I think that we had. We might be able to do temperature as well from the surface, from the highlands. There we go, 2.4 again. And then the most dangerous part for Valentina to get out. This is going to be flying, isn't it? Yeah, this is going to be flying above Kerbal. We already have that. Now we need to do a surface sample. This is dirt and grass and some small rocks. You suspect this isn't going to be much of a groundbreaking discovery. Ah, but did she have to break ground to make this discovery though? Haha. No, spaceship probably wasn't necessary to get here at all. Alright, so we're gonna climb aboard and take all of this science home. Valentina Kerman, first Kerbal in space in orbit. She circled all the way around. That was definitely a first. Alright, so we're gonna see what can we do with this 66 extra science that we have here. So we had this basic science that we bought. We have 157 in total. So we could get more science, I think. Is there any science here? So we have there we go, the Pressmat barometer, which we could get. So we could get more science even. But we could also start doing things like here, the reaction wheels, which are going to be useful. Or we could do better wings and better, but that's more for air flight. We could also do bigger decouplers and this adapter from bigger sizes, so we could do these as well. This would be useful as well though. The smaller engine. How much is this? 45 science. I'm gonna get this because this engine is much more efficient than the ones that I have right now, so I'm gonna definitely do that. And then look, so I have enough to do 190 science. That's a big engine to start out with, but I don't have any, so I'd need these to get the bigger fuel tanks first, right? Oh, it's this. Well, we're probably just gonna do this then. Do these two, so I have aviation. Or can I could do the construction though. No. So I'm gonna do flight control because I do need these reaction wheels. Definitely these are gonna cost 90 as well. Yeah, they're gonna cost 90. And then I could do either general construction or aviation. And I'm gonna do aviation so that we can fly around a little bit as well. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you are new, maybe subscribe to the channel. And see you next time on VKgaming on the road to Eve.